So far we've only used Photoshop to kind of make our own, but I want to show you some of the things you can do with Photoshop to make your pictures better. Maybe not all of them, but certainly some of them. This is one that I'm going to open with, right click and open with, and look for Photoshop here. You may need to do this to choose another app and try and find Photoshop. That's the best way to open it. So you can see this image, it looks nice, it's colorful, looks good. But we can make this one better, and this is the best way to do that. We're going to go to Layer, and we're going to add what's called an adjustment layer. That's going to make changes to it without permanently altering the image. The one I want to show you first is Levels. Click OK. And over here on the right, you can see that we have our original image layer, and then this is the adjustment layer. This is called a histogram. This little graph right here. It goes from perfectly black pixels through the middle grays and then all the way to white on the other end. And the way this works is you will drag the black point in, and you can see that it's starting to change. I'll go too far just to show you what happens. Everything on the left of this has been made perfectly black. So all this area, there's now no detail at all. And if I grab the other end, you can see the white point, and you can see the detail in the brighter spots starting to go away. So the trick here is to bring this in to where this graph starts to go up, so we can make the blacks blacker without losing too much detail. I'm going to do the same on the other side. I'm going to grab the white point and bring it in, and you'll see we start to lose some detail, for example, in the clouds. But the clouds aren't really that important, so if I wanted to, that would be okay. But here's a part of the picture that is really light, and we started to lose some detail. So you play around with those 2 points, trying to get it to look better. And then we have what's called the midpoint. The way I like to do is I grab it, I stop looking at it, and I just look at the picture, and I just move it back and forth and find where I think it looks better. Sometimes I'm exactly in the same spot I started, which is 1. This is 0.94. So what did that do for me? Well, I'm going to make it invisible and turn it back on. So you can see what that adjustment layer is doing. It's making the colors a little more vibrant. Looks a little better. Many of the digital photographs that are taken have this gray over them that you can get rid of and make the picture look even better. One more thing we can do. There's one more adjustment layer I sometimes like to add, and that's the hue and saturation. I don't generally change the hue because that'll change the coloring of everything. So I'm going to put that back at 0. And saturation is how much color there is. If I go all the way to the left, I've essentially made a black and white image. There is a better filter for that. Or you can bring the color up some. Don't go too far. That's kind of ridiculous. But you can find a level that looks good to you. It's one way of making all of your images kind of more or less have the same level of color so that they tie together better in the video. Now this means that I've got these 2 adjustment layers. I can click and hold and drag downwards, and I can turn them both on and off to see if I like the results. Sometimes I don't get any improvement, but other times it makes a very dramatic difference. And of course this would now need to be exported. The way I would do it is I would say export, and I'm going to make this into a PNG. Now I've got my favorite assets here, and there's already an image in there for number 8, Miyazaki. If it's a PNG, we would save right on top of it. Since there isn't, it was originally a JPEG. When I look at that folder again, you're going to see 2 number 8s. So this is the first one, the original, and that's the new one. And I do like it better. So I'm going to delete the old one. Is it gone forever? Well, no, I have the link to it. And because I put those in my favorite assets by copying, I still have the original number 8 over here as well.